Hi, I'm Mo, a health visitor. Today I'm planning to visit Nadima, a new mother, and her 10-day-old baby. Then I'll be going to see Claire and her 6-week-old. At the end of the day, I'm running a health promotion group and drop-in session for parents with young children. I've just had a call from a midwife referring Emma, a teenage mother, to me. Emma is concerned about being prepared for her new baby, as she hasn't got any equipment yet. The referrals I receive from other agencies working with families are key to my role.
I was really worried before Mo called about not having all the stuff for my baby. Mo talked me through completing a form to get some money from a local charity to help buy a buggy and a cot. She told me it was okay to look for second-hand clothes, as babies grow so quick anyway. Mo also gave me details of groups for young mums like me.
My first appointment is to meet Nadima, a young mother and her 10-day-old baby, to do a birth visit. These visits are offered to every family that has a newborn baby and are a good opportunity to provide advice and information about our service.
We've only been home with Ayan for a few days, so it was really reassuring to have Mo come round. She reminded me about lying Ayan on her back, and we discussed the risks of her sharing our bed. I was glad she brought up the subject of immunization, as I had heard so many confusing stories. Mo will be back in about 6 weeks, and I was pleased to know that we can get in touch with her and the team at any time.
My next appointment is with Claire and her baby for their 6 to 8 week visit. Around this time, postnatal depression may become apparent, so Claire and I will discuss her feelings and how she's coping with motherhood. This is also a good time to see how Claire is managing feeding the baby, as breastfeeding can begin to drop off.
I was really glad to see Mo again. She spent time listening to me about how I was getting on, and it was a relief to chat to someone about being a new mum. He's not been latching on as well as before, and I'd been thinking of switching to bottles or maybe adding in some purees. Mo recommended I hold off weaning Joe until 6 months and told me about some local breastfeeding support groups too.
After my appointments, I'm attending a parent support group. Today, I'm going to talk with parents about looking after teeth, sun safety, and preventing accidents in the home. Parents will also have a chance to ask me about specific issues that may be bothering them.
Mo talked to us about lots of helpful things, like reminding us about locking away all our cleaning chemicals and making sure things like the kettle's power cord is out of reach of our toddler. I managed to talk to Mo for a few minutes alone, and she even helped me out with what to do about our housing benefit.
Being out and about working with families makes being a health visitor always interesting, and it's so rewarding being able to help people in different ways. I maintain this pivotal role until each child is 5 or starts reception class, when the school nursing service takes over.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a school nurse. My first appointment today is with Abdi, a young student having difficulty managing his asthma. Next, I'm holding a lunchtime drop-in session at a local secondary school. In the afternoon, I'll be sitting down with George and his parents to discuss his weight. Lastly, I'll be meeting with Ellie, a teenager, who's been refusing to come to school and has been feeling really low. Abdi has been to hospital a few times recently due to his asthma, but he's also not been using his inhalers. Hopefully I'll be able to build a rapport with him to find out why he's not using them and discuss his asthma action plan.
Ben was really nice. My inhalers were making my mouth dry, so I stopped using them. He told me that I need to rinse out my mouth after using them to stop that happening, and that I probably won't need to go to the hospital again if I use my preventer every day.
At the lunchtime drop-in session, teenage students will be able to find a safe space where they can pop in and talk about whatever's on their mind. I expect I'll talk about everything from friendship problems and health issues to problems at home and access to contraception.
I started smoking when I came to this school to fit in, but I'd rather not anymore. I've tried to stop him, but I can't. So I went to Ben, because he's sound like. He told me about some ways to help me do it, and who else I could talk to outside of school.
George has been referred to me through the National Child Measurement Programme. I'm going to sit down with him and his parents, as we're concerned about how his weight might affect his health in the future. It's a delicate subject, so I need to talk with George and find out if it's something he'd like to change, and help him feel empowered to do this himself, with support if needed.
Talking to Ben was really productive. George wants to play mini football in the park on Saturday with his mates. So we've started going out for walks and swapped a lot of the crisps and snacks we had in the house for fruit and nuts.
My last appointment is with Ellie, who hasn't been attending school regularly for several months. Ellie's parents, her teacher, and a local youth worker will also be attending. Ellie says she doesn't fit in and has been feeling down. We'll listen to Ellie's feelings and between us find the support she needs. Perhaps by finding groups she could join or giving her the opportunity to leave class if she's feeling uncomfortable.
Everything's been rubbish recently. I didn't want to leave the house even. I didn't think I could talk to anyone about it, but Ben and that youth worker Jimmy really seemed to understand what I wanted to say. I'm not saying everything's all right but at least someone's listening to me now and Mum and Dad understand me better.
My team and I cover several schools in an area, and from when the children first start school, potentially right up until they're 19. Watching the children and young people I work with grow and thrive makes me proud of the work I do to help them.